As I sat down to write this speech, I had no idea where to begin. There was so much I wanted to say to you with so little time to do so. I decided that it would be best for me to share my most valuable lessons that I have learned with you, that I have learned in my short time on this earth with you today. I know that somebody needs to hear these words, and I am beyond honored to have this opportunity to speak at this graduation ceremony. The words I speak today are not going to be full of joy and elation. Instead, they will show truth in my experiences, even in the darkest moments of my life. Because as Arnold Schwarzenegger says, strength does not come from winning. Your struggles develop your strengths. When you go through hardships and decide not to surrender, that is strength. Learn from me. During my time in high school, I let worry take control of almost all my actions. Many see my grades as a positive thing in my life that I should be proud of. But the truth of the matter is that these grades are simply a result of my constant worrying. If I had a test the next day or an assignment due, there was no time for rest until I completed these tasks. And the worrying did not stop until I received my grade back from my work. Then usually it was time to try to argue back as many points as I could. Just ask Mrs. Schiller or Mrs. Clark if you don't believe me. Even when I did not have any schoolwork to do, the anxiety still pulled at my brain. This meant I was always asking myself, what comes next? Instead of just living my life and enjoying each moment, I was trapped in my mind, worrying about what I could or should be doing in that moment. Sometimes things are simply out of... This is no way to live, so today I want to tell you that worrying gets you nowhere. Sometimes things are simply out of your control. As Lou Holtz put it, do right, do your best, treat others as you want to be treated. If you follow these three virtues, then there's absolutely no need to worry. Good things will come, you just have to be patient. Live your life, the only life you will ever have, and let go of the things that you cannot control. And please, don't be like me and let your mind control everything. Some things are simply out of your hands, but you should be happy to know that no matter what, everything will be okay in the end. Especially if you always do what you know is right in your heart. Learn from me. There are many words I could use to describe my high school career, but joyful is not one of them. While it seemed like everyone else was out with their friends enjoying life, I was stuck inside studying. After years of feeling this way, I hit my low point my senior year. Constantly, I was either sad, angry, or as much as I hate to use this word, depressed. I often asked myself how it could be that everyone around me was having so much fun while I was suffering. I strived to be the kind-hearted person that everyone loved to be around. But I often found myself hating the world and not talking to anyone. Thankfully, I had a wonderful mom to help me when I was at my lowest. I asked her, what can I do to stop thinking like this? And she replied with words I think we all need to hear today. She said, look at each new day as a blessing and not a burden. When you stop and think about how tomorrow is not promised, you begin to see that there's no reason to feel sad or angry. You were granted the opportunity to wake up this morning, and it is up to you to make the most out of this day. Yes, there is always going to be something that you can complain about, but it's better to think about how much you've been blessed for thus far in your life. Value your happiness above all else. It doesn't matter where you're going to college or if you even plan on attending college, as long as you are doing what you know will bring you joy in life. My best friend Isaiah isn't going to college, but he plans to travel the country in his van. People think that this course of action is ludicrous with the amount of brain power that he possesses, but I salute him. He is truly pursuing what he thinks will make him most happy. Find whatever it is that brings you this joy and fight for it. And please, don't be like me and only partake in the actions that others expect you to do or what you believe others want you to do the most. Instead, do whatever you have to do in order to find that joy that all of us are looking for. And ignore those that can't seem to gas your actions toward this goal. Audrey Hepburn said it best. The most important thing is to enjoy your life, to be happy. It's all that matters. Learn from me. You are amazing, just the way you are. Let me repeat that. You are amazing, just the way you are. My brain is one that constantly tells me that I'm not good enough. If only I tried harder, if only I ate healthier, if only I could give this speech better. Never can I be content with what I've accomplished. Some people call this a perfectionist, but I call it a demon. One's thoughts are almost always the main reason they never accomplish their goals. For me, this meant I was always asking myself, what will that person think if I do this? I failed to even attempt to reach several of my goals simply because my brain had already convinced me I wasn't capable of reaching them. And before I had any conversation, I had to go through the entire conversation in my head, predicting what that person's response will be so that I could immediately have something to say back to them, praying that I don't mess up or make it too awkward. Let me tell you, this is no way to live. A lot of this overthinking strained from comparing myself to others. I know you've already heard it, but let me say this again because I don't think you understand. You are amazing, just the way you are. Stop selling yourself short. You are smart, you are beautiful, you are strong, you are kind, and you are incredible. And if other people can't see that, then shame on them. You were put on this earth for a purpose. You may not know what this purpose is yet, but I promise you it will come with time. Instead of always hunting to find that meaning in your life, I say you just live your life. Live it to the fullest. The pieces will fall into place. But for now, comparing yourself to others and constantly critiquing your own actions will get you nowhere. I hope you realize that you are enough. Nobody is perfect, but each and every one of us is enough. I fought for 4 years to get the perfect GPA in order to get to the perfect school. And for what? I suffered. Please don't be like me. It's okay to let loose, have fun, and pursue your dreams. Fight for what you believe in, and above all, love yourself. Yes, you will make mistakes along the way, and life may not always go your way, but this doesn't take away from the incredible person you are today. No, it only adds to your character. It makes you an even stronger version of yourself. I will love you no matter what you do, no matter what you look like, and no matter how you come to me. Therefore, it is time for you to start loving yourself. Stop thinking about what you don't have, and start thinking about all the blessings you do have. Or as my favorite president, Teddy Roosevelt, said, comparison is the thief of joy. Learn from me. As we take on this next chapter in our lives, I want you all to know that it's been an honor to spend these last 4 years with all of you. I know that we will all go on to do great things, and I'm excited to see where we will be in 5, 10, 20 years from now. We are the future, and looking around at this incredible group of graduates, I would say the future is pretty bright. I hope you all have learned from my mistakes. Even though this next step may be nerve-wracking, I'm here today to promise you that it will all be okay. I would like to finish my speech with Kent Key's paradoxical commandments. These commandments show us that even though life may try to beat us down, we are stronger. And there is nothing this life can throw at us that we are not capable of taking head on. So here it is. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish motives. Do good anyway. If you're successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but only follow the top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs anyway. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build big anyway. People really need help, but may attack you when you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have, and you get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. Take a deep breath, pat yourself on the back. You got this thing they call life in the bag. I believe in all of you. Congratulations, class of 2019. I love you all. Thank you.